Hello everyone, back with an IRS tax refund update. On today's episode, as we prepare to close out another week with many of you still waiting on those tax refunds, we do have the latest update from the IRS on where things currently stand. Meanwhile, this week we continue to see significant movement when it came to many finally receiving those tax refunds, some as far back as January, so we will recap on that, and some of the notices taxpayers are continuing to receive while they wait for those refunds, including the CP05, CP2000, and CP75 notices. Now, taking a look at the latest from the IRS, where the backlog of unprocessed tax returns currently stands at 11.2 million returns. That includes both electronic and paper returns as of the latest posted update. Meanwhile, some good news for those waiting on their refunds due to the need for the IRS to still process wage information. Those unprocessed employer returns dropped by 500,000 to now 3.2 million. Now, do keep in mind the IRS still needing to verify wage information is one of the major reasons for refund delays this year. This past week saw significant movement when it finally came to the release of those tax refunds, in some cases over 5 months since filing. Our viewers posted throughout the week confirming they were part of this latest refund batch, which started reaching bank accounts on July 7th. These again were a majority of e-filers who reported this, but also paper filers who filed back in February. The next significant refund batch is scheduled to be released to banks nationwide on Wednesday, July 13th. It should also be noted that the refund status results tracker on the IRS website continues not to display the most up-to-date information for many, which has been a persistent problem all year. A number of taxpayers who received refunds this week confirmed their refund status tracker never updated and still shows in progress. So it is advised to check your tax transcripts on the irs.gov website for the most up-to-date information. Meanwhile, we're still hearing from taxpayers who are indicating they are receiving the CP2000 notice, like seen here, from the IRS indicating proposed changes to their tax returns, and in most cases they now owe an amount to the IRS. In past years, anywhere between 3 to 6 million tax filers have been sent one of these notices, and has to do with discrepancies on your tax return versus what was reported by a third party to the IRS, such as an employer. This could be as a result of a taxpayer who forgot to include a W-2 or 1099 when filing their taxes, or there is a discrepancy between the amount you entered on your tax return versus what the IRS received from an issuer of a W-2 or 1099, such as an employer or client. Once the IRS makes any revision, taxpayers could be seeing additional charges from a few $100s to tens of thousands, depending on the discrepancy. Among the other notices taxpayers are receiving this tax season is the CP75 Notice, which is an indicator a refund is placed on hold due to the IRS needing further documentation pertaining credits such as the Earned Income Tax Credit or Child Tax Credit. Once again, not all taxpayers who are supposed to receive this notice are actually receiving it, which leads to further problems and delays, and are only made aware of it once they reach the IRS or Taxpayer Advocate Service. The refund will continue to be held until the appropriate documentation is received. Meanwhile, the CP05 notice continues to be one of the most common notices received by taxpayers this year, and again the same situation is happening here where some taxpayers who are supposed to receive the notice in fact are not. The reason for receiving this letter is the IRS is still needing to confirm one of a variety of items, particularly reported income. Oftentimes, they have not received or processed wage information from your employer, and there's still over 3 million unprocessed employer returns, leading in part to these delays for a number of you. If you're still seeing tax topic code 151 in your refund status results as seen here, that is an indication of a potential problem and your tax return requires an additional review. However, the code is still a general code and is not an indicator of the exact problem you could be facing. Now, while we've finally seen some progress in the last 2 weeks, there's still a long ways to go in the processing of those tax returns and issuing of refunds. It is clear there's no amount of excuses to justify what taxpayers have been put through this year, and these problems continue to highlight the issues with the system. We continue to thank all of you for posting, especially those who have reported updates in regards to their particular situation. Let us know in the comment section below what problem you're currently experiencing. In the meantime, we'll keep monitoring the situation for further developments, so make sure to click on the thumbs up and subscribe button below for future updates on this channel, and thanks for watching.